broken wreckage and splintered wood drift along in the wake of a large ship. The masts that remain standing hold burning sails, sending acrid smoke into the sky. Men and women are ushered off the top deck and onto another ship, which bobs in time with the waves. The prisoners are corralled in the middle of the deck before being taken below to the brig. Standing at the helm is a man wearing a clean set of chainmail, a white sash across his chest, and an ornate sword in its scabbard. Seems like there's no end to these mongrels, no? His first mate grunts with amusement. We'll get these sent off and see if we can't get some more support over here. The man in chainmail leans lazily on the wheel. I knew this job would be tough, but I never thought we would have to drag these people kicking and screaming into civility. But alas, no good deed in all that, yes? The other man chuckles, stepping down from the helm in order to assist with the prisoners. In the churning sea below, cold hands grasp at the flotsam. With shaking fingers, a woman pulls herself up slightly, her eyes staring blankly at the scene before her. With great care, she holds on to the splintered boards as tight as she can and begins to drift slowly away from the two ships. Her eyes never leave the other ship as she begins to make her way back to her home. At the Campaign Notes podcast
not as much
table.
A fan of that one.
You know, the well is not that deep. So you're going to have to cut me some slack some of these times, my man.
Orangina is a carbonated orange juice beverage.
Orangina.
You can use that. You
could use that. That's all for you.
I thought it's pronounced Orangina.
It depends on if you're in Europe.
Okay.
Or Orangina.
Orangina.
Welcome, everybody, to the Campaign Notes podcast, episode 13. Hell yeah.
Lucky 13, baby.
We are so excited to be here. We're so excited to be here joining you in your podcast ear holes. I, as always, am Sam, your Dungeon Master, joined by this table of players.
I didn't know for a second. There was
pause,
a pause, yeah.
I'm going to start it this time.
There we go.
Go for it.
I'm the one that you'll hear sniffling because seasonal allergies are no joke.
It has been unseasonably warm here.
And rainy. And
very rainy.
So shit grows, it blooms, it kills me, then it molds and kills me.
But it's going to make Cyrus's voice
pitch perfect.
I was going to say there's kind of a nasally quality to it. So
extra sultry. Mm-hmm. Is that sexy?
Very.
Is that
yeah.
No.
Put on JP Dasher, and that's the longest intro any of us have ever had.
Wow.
It's true.
Who are you playing, though?
Figure it out.
Ooh. Mysterious.
We believe in the intelligence of our fan base.
I was going to say, they got to know at this point.
That's why we're so selective with them.
Mm-hmm. My name is Andrew, and I'll be playing Ozramon.
My name is Ross Frady, and I'll be playing Kresh.
Matthew Weber, Rusam.
And we are thrilled to be back at the table. It is... Okay. Some of us have been looking forward to this. I know I have. I've really been looking forward to it because we're getting to a new location.
We are.
Yes.
And like if Prodzia is the prologue to your grand adventure, this is your first steps. And I'm honestly very much looking forward to how you kind of handle yourself, how you choose to go about things.
Mm-hmm. We burned a bunch of bridges in Prodzia, and now we've moved on to...
Well, we didn't really burn the bridges.
Well, we don't know if the bridges, I guess, have been burned
That's technically
actually or
true.
not.
It was a bachelor ditch, I think. that
That's
got
true.
burned.
Yeah.
And while you're burning up your bachelor ditch, why don't you burn up your keyboard with your fast typing fingers as you go to
Butter 'em
the.
I like that one a lot better.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're okay. You gotta just let me go.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to if it's good.
I have commentary.
I want to comment on it.
I'm
Please
the peanut
continue.
gallery. This is how this works.
And
And if you like commenting, fuck! Yeah, did I beat him to it?
Thunder officially stolen.
you can leave a comment on Drop Us a Line at our website, campaignnotespodcast.com. While you're at it, go check us out on Twitter at Campaign Notes. That's it. Instagram at Campaign Notes Podcast. While we're at it, big thanks, as always, Sirenscape, killing it, letting podcasts use your product for free. It has been instrumental in setting the scene for a lot of what we've been doing.
Badumts.
Yeah.
I get music.
And we've got our first Drop Us a Line reading.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yay!
Our first line has been dropped from our buddy Conrad in Colorado. He says, I can't quit you. And we can't quit you either.
Was there
Yeah.
punctuation or any sort of
No, it just
sign
said
off
that,
or?
that he just
He was
typed
probably
that.
very drunk.
It came
We
in
should call
around
a
3
check in
a.m.
on him.
That's true. Hold on. I'll just get
Make
wasted.
sure he's
and then
okay.
I'll make sure.
Thank you, Conrad. And, if you're listening to this and you're not Conrad, you should send a little email in, drop us a line, and
Yeah.
we'll read it.
And the important thing with Drop Us a Line is it doesn't just have to be pinings for affection. You can ask questions and then we can discuss it. And this is one of those cases where there's not a lot of discussion that, like, yeah, we can't quit Conrad either.
Sure.
Obviously.
That's true.
Stated fact.
He's our buddy, yeah.
Anyone who's ever met Conrad, he becomes like just a black spot that you can't wash off.
It's like melanoma.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Macbeth.
Nice.
Out damn Conrad.
But thank you very much for there's no one we would want for our inaugural
That's right.
line dropping than Conrad.
And Conrad, if you want to drop us another line, but you don't want to use that name, just put in fake information, right?
That's true.
You just have to leave an email and whatever name you choose. So
Yeah.
We'll read whatever name you put in there.
We'll never figure out who Metal Fan Thunderblast is.
Ross, you're not allowed. You're disqualified. You're
Yeah.
exempt.
Okay.
And if you are Metal Fan Thunderblast and you have enjoyed our product, also go on to iTunes, leave us a 5-star review. We hate shilling for ourselves, but at the same time, it's incredibly
We'll still
important.
do it.
I'm coming around to it, actually.
It's one of those you get used to it and it just starts to feel natural.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people don't like to listen to it too much. So let's get into a little bit of pre-gaming here.
Okay.
'Cause y'all
Shotgun
are-
a beer?
Yep.
Okay,
All right, everyone grab your alcohol.
that's a bad idea.
I wish I had a beer up here to pop open right now.
I took a very reasonable sip just now.
Yeah.
So, in the last episode, after meeting with Orson in the tower, after getting Amira to agree to this journey across the high seas, you set out, spent some time on the open ocean, kind of familiarizing yourself with the swift action, doing a little bit more fishing, which is always fun. I know the podcasts I listen to, if they ain't got fishing, like what are you doing?
Nuclear,
true.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
It's a
who doesn't like, throwing line out and seeing what happens, especially on the high seas, that seems like the natural thing to do. So,
Absolutely. And so,
Prevents us from talking to each other, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
yeah, literally. It's nice.
but after, like at this point, you know your general mission. Mm-hmm. I want to get a kind of survey of the room as we are approaching Waylay, this incredible giant ship cracked like an egg over top of 2 mountains. Have any of you ever been to Waylay?
Cyrus has
No.
passed through.
Passed
just
through,
like
just-
on his voyages.
That makes sense.
He might have spent like a weekend there once a few years ago.
So this is pretty much untread ground for everybody. Cyrus,
He hopes that one Mexican place is still open.
I was actually about to make the joke
right
of
on
like
the riverside.
He knows the one place on a corner where he can get a falafel. But other than that, like he's not been in the kind of Waylay ecosystem for long enough to really know what the goings on are.
That's the halal food court downtown Charlotte.
What are y'all like? What's your plan?
I have no idea.
Or would you rather discuss
Role-play
this
it.
in character?
Nah.
Nah.
I want to metagame the shit out of
Yeah,
this.
that's
Let's
it.
make this.
And then just in the third person, go through everything
Yeah.
without ever actually having to use a character.
So
voice.
we dive in.
Oh no.
The afternoon sun gleaming brightly over the horizon, warming your skin on the deck of the Swift Action as you sail forth unto Waylay.
It sounds like we've been peeled alive.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was quite the refreshing flaying.
Well, we need a new sail material.
What time? What time of the day is it?
Let's see. You would
2
think
p.m.?
around
This is the midnight sun.
like mid afternoon.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I was about to say I
I have no idea.
don't feel like I really need to set you up for
I'm
this.
really
You're-
glad you took the wheel there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of took the lead.
Captivating radio involves saying and then just staring into the void for 5 seconds.
I didn't think I needed to really prime y'all on this. You're on your ship with each other sailing towards your destination.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you please.
I was just going to say, can we get a recap on like the info specifically that we got from Orson regarding?
Did you not listen to last episode?
No, I didn't.
Well, I did. So
Ooh,
Do you want to do the recap?
in Cyrus voice.
no, I don't want to do a recap. Go back and listen to the episode. you master the episode. Listen to it.
That's why I never want to listen to him again after I'm done.
Yeah, that's it. I don't listen to them after I'm done editing
Yeah.
them. So
I'd say
But
so. So essentially, last time, your conversation with Orson basically revolved around the fact that you will need to start investigating the different islands in the Southern Crown to see if there is magic that is kind of going amiss. As his theory was that the places of power that Terminus set up have been reactivated, and that's what caused
yeah, the magical fire hydrants.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's what caused the corrupted eels you fought and things like that. And so if you're able to find and potentially neutralize these places of power, you could go a long way towards not only helping the corruption not spread, but also making it so the Burning Sea is not such a formidable threat.
So Rusam is going to disembark and run screaming through the island about green light and just
okay. The Paul Revere method.
Just run.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
That's generous.
Crash is going to walk up to the first person he sees and ask them, "Have you seen a giant magical fire hydrant? I need to cut it down."
I need to pee on it.
Are you still naked with no armor on?
Yes.
Or okay.
Completely nude.
Just checking.
Well, you're currently on the deck of your ship.
Yeah, we haven't. It's inside, or we haven't gotten there yet.
It is. You are not there yet.
I mean, if it's in sight, we probably haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is in sight. I thought he said, "Is it inside?"
Well, yeah. We last episode we were like land ho, like
right.
Yeah.
hey,
Your last
let's do it.
episode ended with us
What
reading
did you call me? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
the greatest intro to an area sign ever.
Yeah. Yeah. What did that
that's
say?
So the sign you saw said, "Getting waylaid is but a short ways away as you wait." Fuck!
Don't snap that.
it.
No,
Keep that.
don't snap, Sam.
Getting waylaid is but a short ways away as you lay away in waylay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It's really good when you can get through it.
Fuck you.
So,
I think my initial plan once we reach the island is to find the man who wrote that sign.
yeah.
I think that's going to open up the story potential
He's got to be like a level 20 bard.
massively. Yeah.
Well, and based on the signage alone,
you.
I want to find a Margaritaville as soon as I land.
The Cheeseburger in Paradise closed down last year, but
Has anybody seen a parrot?
That's what I was about to say. It's like
Bar Jom's Buffet.
Yeah.
Cyrus only knows about the one really good falafel cart, but sadly, since the last time he's been there, the one good falafel cart guy died. And
Yes.
so now he's going to spend the entire time that we're on the island
Tragic.
searching for him.
he sold it to another guy who kept the brand but raised all the prices by $1. That's a dig at
The main
one in
quest takes
university.
takes a sharp turn.
Very falafel-based
quest.
turn.
Maybe
Hell
we
yeah.
should set up our own falafel business after we negotiate the price of falafel.
That's true. We
Oh,
could do
there
that.
we go.
Hey, this sounds familiar and lucrative. So
Definitely.
Yeah, so Ozermon, I mean, if we're all on deck, Ozermon's going to kind of, gather everyone around and just ask, okay, gentlemen, and Amira, of course, lady.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I forget you exist sometimes.
Wow.
whoa.
That was Andrew talking. Not Ozermon. I should have broke character. My apologies.
I still would have said wow.
Andrew's actually a man that we found sealed in a nuclear bunker from 1956.
Blast from the past, baby. I wish.
Fantastic movie.
I wish I had that man's jawline.
But
Give
not
it a
his
couple
back.
years and hop on eBay.
To be fair, no one can
Now
see
I'm
your
sad.
jawline. You might have it. It's
That's
currently
true.
just wrapped up in a kefir
Got
wrap.
like a Bruce Campbell butt chin.
Fucking what is it? What's the fighter? Your brother would know. Uriah Faber.
Oh, Uriah Faber, yeah.
Just great fighter. Butt chin.
It looks like someone got
just a butt chin.
like a railroad spike and just hammered it
Yeah.
right on his chin, yeah.
Blow your nose and wipe your ass at the same time.
yeah.
But yeah, Ozermon's going to kind of wheel everyone in and say, do we have any sort of plan, or what are you guys thinking?
I want to try the falafel.
Oh, Jesus.
It's quite delicious.
I hear the falafel is good here, yes.
Awesome.
But as far as this whole, like, apocalyptic green fire hydrant
Oh,
thing...
right.
Well,
Well, I believe we should start by asking every random person we see if they've seen any green demon monsters.
we only want
Yes.
to talk to the people who aren't dressed exactly the same as the other townspeople.
Or here's what we do: we walk into the center of town and ask God who looks the most interesting,
or
and then we go talk to that person.
Okay.
Mr. Samira, are you familiar at all with Waylay?
No, I've lived a sheltered life, mainly just looking out for the Protsian citizens, of whom I feel a great debt and a responsibility to keep safe.
Have you any connections with possible academic institutions?
No.
Well, fuck.
I did most of my learning by myself in the library at the governor's mansion.
Oh, lottie fucking da. I guess we have to go to town
I'm
then.
sorry, I thought you were asking questions. I guess you were just wanting to be snippy.
Well, I thought you were being useful, so
Oh.
we were both mistaken.
I guess we'll
Please,
find out how
please.
useful you are in the future.
Please, guys.
If you last that
This is
long.
my new favorite thing. Stop it.
You guys, relax. We've been on the boat. I get it. Out at sea. Know when to stretch your legs and walk around. I get it.
I have a
fight,
touch
fight.
of cabin fever. I would do well to stretch my legs, as you say.
Yes.
Rusan's
That's
like at
what
the
I-
front of the boat, actively stretching. He's like,
He's doing Pilates.
Shut up, Rusam!
Yeah.
You all could join me.
No one wants to hear about your yoga. It's great for the body.
You should try essential oils.
Do you know Zupa?
Zolda.
He's just rubbing oil onto his
Just
bald
oil,
head.
yeah, hell yeah.
It is essential that I do this.
It seems, though, if this is some sort of anomaly tied to the obviously more magical realm or history of this area, perhaps a library or a church would be a good place to start. I don't know, speak with a local, but...
Of course, the cleric wants to go to the church.
Yes, I'm a religious man. And
Wow.
I think we should go to a bar and ask
seeing-
all of them.
It's
I
an
like
incredibly
forest, too.
obvious cracked ship that takes up most of his island.
How big is that ship now?
It is incredibly big.
Yeah.
Like
Gigantor.
you're At least, think about 3 football fields.
Okay, so like 50 feet long.
Not Canadian football.
I've always more of a racquetball guy myself.
Like 330 yards long. Like
Let's Jesus.
big enough where
Okay.
it is without a doubt the biggest ship you've ever seen in your life. And it almost kind of defies logic at how at one point this had to have been sailing. Like it doesn't make sense. But
the arc.
yeah, exactly. That might also be one of the reasons why it's currently crashed in half on a pair of mountains sticking out of the ocean.
Dope.
The bridges.
But yes, that is the best I can figure is some sort of institution where they might have at least historical text or something like that might provide a lead for us.
Either that, or we go talk to some level of authority and see if there's been any. We paint ourselves as private eyes or something to that effect, and see if there's been any issues with horrifying magic lately.
What kind of paint would we need?
Lead-based. For sure.
Rusam is like tapping his fingertips
Blacklight.
together, and he's like, or we could go to a CD bar.
I'm listening.
I'm always down for the ball.
We actually
Bar's always a
haven't.
good idea.
That's like the biggest trope ever, and we haven't done that yet.
We haven't
Been
done
at
that
sea
yet.
for a while, and we all are a little pent up. It might be good to blow off some steam.
It's also one of the things I did not want to do as
Yeah,
our
that's-
first episode.
That's exactly.
Like,
You all mean the bar.
I know.
doing it now, if y'all want to do that is fine. I didn't want the hey, episode 1. We're in the drunken cauliflower, and you see
man.
there's an old man there with one eye.
Spot the 4 people that have different colored hair than everybody else in this
Yeah.
place.
Yeah,
A group of ruffians with a patch on their arm.
There's a man in the back corner with a hood over his head, and his name is Strider.
way to ruin that, J.R.R. Tolkien, dumbass.
Totally derivative.
Oh, God damn it.
Done to death.
I hate this
Can't
podcast.
believe they made those movies.
All right,
yes.
I think honestly, Cyrus is definitely like all in for going to the bar.
Yeah.
It's like, let's fucking hit a tavern. I need to
I'd say
feel
that is-
ground under my feet and booze on my lips.
Literally, Kresh is like home turf. So
That
Yeah.
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, Ozermon's game for that
He
also.
was conceived on a pool table.
Yep.
I was about to say, Crush will have a +2 to bar checks because of his past.
I mean, my background is literally barkeep.
Oh, wow.
See?
Yeah.
I didn't make it up.
He's going to be like Tom Cruise in Cocktail making us.
His whole demeanor completely changes once
Yeah.
he gets behind a bar. He goes from like, yes, we need to find the... Hey, what can I give you guys now? You know, we got a couple Melon Dew sunrises coming up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pour some vodka in that, and then boom.
Who wants a kamikaze shooter?
kamikaze.
Kamikaze.
You guys like Pedicle Whipped?
Yeah.
Kamikuza
Oh my
is Conrad's favorite drink.
That is.
Starts making slippery nipples for people that aren't asking
That's
for
right.
it.
Hey,
Do you want a dark and stormy? You're getting a dark and stormy. Guess what?
You want a slippery nipple?
Yeah.
If you ever...
Keeps on winking and giving people his number on a bar napkin.
Sweating profusely.
I mean, mine
You're not
got
supposed to do that as a bartender.
mine got burned off in the fire, but I see yours are still there.
Can I touch them? I don't get to touch
Let
them.
me touch them with my baby arm. So,
Your phone number?
as you are kind of formulating this plan, you're getting close to the island, and you start to kind of see things come into focus as you get closer. You can see just like the scale of it doesn't really hit you until you're kind of pulling up.
Ow.
And like just the number of these rope bridges that are connecting these two halves of the ship are truly impressive, and like it's unlike anything you've ever seen. And you can see Amira, who's standing beside you, just like in awe at this sight, because as y'all know from your time in Pratia, it's a very kind of standard city, like the usual things. This is such a departure from that. And so as you're rolling up, as they say in Pratia,
Yep.
you see there is a group of piers essentially they're sticking out at the bottom of the mountains.
Are they pressuring people?
Wow!
Thank you, Ross.
I was also.
I bit my tongue.
Yeah, I was tossing something around in the old noggin myself.
I couldn't
How,
hold it any
like
longer.
our peers or
Rusam suddenly starts smoking a bowl.
There are some.
It's actually a bunch of Piers Morgan clones yelling in British accents.
There are some
Nuke it from orbit.
some jetties set out. That
Oh, thank you.
you can see there's quite a few ships parked in different spots, but you can see there's still some open spots. And this is like, if you look at the very rough map I drew 6 months ago, essentially you're in the middle area between the mountains, and underneath the ship itself there are, and this is below the ship, these places where you can park your ship.
Okay,
and
so this thing's like up in the air. It's not resting partly in the water.
Yeah,
it's
no.
like up
in the air, and you can actually see there's
Up on the mountains.
a set of elevators, these wooden elevators that are controlled from the ground and have these great cranks and wheels that are rolling, and you can just
It's like Monster Hunter.
That's
you can
cool
see-
as
like
shit.
and you can see where you can park. What do you do?
Who's driving this
Park.
bad boy?
Skirt.
I'm going to ghost ride that whip all the way in.
Tokyo drift the swift action into one of the piers and immediately get attacked.
Sorry. Finding
The cops didn't like that.
I think
What have you done, Ross?
my favorite part was as soon as you said it's very different from Prodzia, the exact same bagpipe music that plays in Prodzia started playing.
Hey, it's
Very different.
it's good village
It's
music.
sailing music.
It is good sailing music.
And so
That's
you
deathly silent.
you park there. You tie off the ship. You can see there's, as opposed to Prodzia, a lot more kind of diversity here. You can see there's orcs, dwarves. You can see some goblins moving around. A lot of them are taking crates from different ships, unloading them. You can see there's a lot of trading ships that are kind of pulling off their cargo. And you can see at the end of the pier, before you get to the elevator, there is a half-orc woman who is sitting there with a ledger, just kind of talking to different people as they come up.
We approach the woman. I approach the woman.
Yeah. Oh,
I was gonna say-
is there like a line, or is there just like a crowd of people around?
Just
her?
a loose crowd, and she's kind of and
Probably Dark Master.
I was actually going to say if all of you could roll perception as you are walking up, and I'll get a mirror to do the same.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Is that a oh no's for everyone? Yep.
I believe the answer is yes.
So
All right, so
We've been on the boat for a long time.
that's okay.
5.
Yeah, Amira got a nat 1.
9.
10.
Hey, double digits, baby.
I'm so proud of you.
So you aren't able to glean any information,
Sorry,
but
5.
as you kind of wait there, and she, you can see she's just kind of sending people through, but you don't kind of get an inkling until you're up there, and she looks at forward to you, just like, all right, hello, welcome to Waylay. I'll need your ship's information, and I will need your names, please, in the ledger, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Gretchen's me looking up and he's like, oh, okay, so swift action and then Gresh and how do you spell Rusam? Does it have an apostrophe or not?
No, that's in the last
All right,
part.
fellas, we got a lot of people here. Like,
Here, allow me.
Fuck
Yeah,
it, you do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rusam
Sorry,
just takes it from you. Yeah.
Just everybody pass the quill around and jot it down real
Yep.
fast.
all right, thank you very much. The last thing, I will need to see all of your hands. If you could remove any gloves, armor, anything, I just need to see your hands, please.
Gresh shows her his hands.
Rusam just kind of like holds his
Okay. Yeah, she looks at you up and down.
open hand.
Very
up in the air.
Talladega
Yeah.
Nights, like I don't know what to do with my hands.
Cyrus just kind of raises an eyebrow, like, here you go.
Oh, my friend, I'll need you to remove your hand wrappings, please.
Yes. I'm sorry. I was recently very badly injured, burned, and I do not think it would be a good idea to remove these wrappings.
Cyrus is going to do a bluff here.
Ooh.
Well, it's deception.
You don't want to show your hands?
No, on behalf, I'm going to make the roll, and then I'm going to say what he says.
Okay.
So it's a 10. He's just going to be like, well, my friend here means to say he injured his hands during our voyage, and he has quite the infection. It would be very bad if he removed the bandages.
I understand that, but at the same time, unfortunately, I am compelled by the law of the land. I have to see to make sure you're not branded with banishment from Waylay.
Is there no other way to prove this to you.
I just need to see his hands. If there's no
Yes.
issue,
Listen, I don't want to make trouble for you, but I'm just explaining to you that it's a bit of a gruesome injury, and I understand that you're trying to do your job, and I appreciate that. What did you say your name was?
I didn't, but my name is Shara.
Listen, I thank you, Shara, and it looks like you're doing a fantastic job, and I apologize that I'm holding you up, but there appears to be a lot of people behind me, and if it is okay with you, I would really prefer just to keep these on.
Roll diplomacy.
14.
All right, look. I get it. You're friends, if nothing else. Don't bear any marks. But just know, if you start causing trouble, I'll be the first one there, and I'll take those hands off.
Yes, I don't doubt that for a second.
All right, going through. Everybody have a wonderful time in Waylay.
Fair enough, thank you.
I kind of wanted her to say the whole phrase to every single person that walks by. The whole intro phrase.
We hear a pistol shot and a thump.
So the best I could do to describe Ozermon's reaction after getting out of that would be like, and sorry, this is a little bit of a deep cut reference, but in Army of Darkness, after he kills the witch at the very beginning, and it's like he didn't expect to kill the witch, and then he does, and he kind of gives like a full body shudder afterwards, like
It's literally
that's something that Ozermon kind of just did.
in my notes. It is DC 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I rolled it was a nat 14, and I was like, okay, diplomacy, I've got at least +2 in that. And I was like, okay, nothing. It's blank there. So, one short of 15.
I think as we kind of walk by, though, Cyrus is going to sort of whisper to him, I know not what your affliction is, but I expect an explanation soon.
Yes, perhaps we can speak later about this in private.
I showed you mine, you show me yours.
And he whips his wiener out.
Okay.
Just kidding. Oh, God.
What's wrong with your leg?
What are those? But yeah,
Everyone doesn't have spikes?
Yeah, he... It's like a cat.
That's Prince Albert. There's Philip. There's
But yeah, Ozermon agrees to what Cyrus asked. He
Okay.
goes along well enough with that.
So everyone hops on the elevator.
Yes.
All right. There's
Rusam is enthralled because engineering cool.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see there's a goblin there who's controlling it. Is like, welcome to Waylay. Please allow me. And he pulls a lever, and you can just and start slowly rising up, and you can see like the different ropes and the gears moving.
It sounds
as
like when
this-
you're like ascending a wooden roller coaster.
yeah, kind of.
Ooh, I love that sound.
But it's like it's the size of a maybe small house. Like it's a big platform because you would figure this just off of what you've seen with people unloading
Cargo
like
and shit,
cargo
yeah.
exactly
Everything.
Yeah.
and so you arrive and up at the top and he says, "Now behave yourself out there. Welcome to Waylay." So laid out in front of you, you can see a marketplace. You can see there's some stalls set up as you kind of look forward, and you can see it from up high. Now that you've ascended this elevator, it is so much denser than it looked from the outside, because as you can kind of like see the curves of the ship, you can see there are these places that are built into it. You can see, like I said, those rope bridges kind of going back and forth, and now that you're inside, you can see they don't just connect the two halves of the ship, they also go in between the levels, creating this just like weird spider web that makes these this kind of shadowy pattern on the ground in the marketplace. Very cool. And you can also see as you step off, there are a couple of rope bridges that are a little bit better constructed. You can see they actually have like wood panels on the bottom of them and everything, fairly sturdy looking, that go from that side of the marketplace to a similar looking marketplace that is across on the other side, on the other half of the ship, essentially. But you can see there's people milling about. You can see there's some little bit of streamers and banners hanging from different places in the town. Very kind of colorful. You can hear traders kind of shouting out their wares at you. You know, come buy fish, come buy shoes, come buy mortgage settlements,
Shoes in the shape of fish.
fish shoes, fish shoes. And yeah, you're kind of just standing in awe as a bunch of tourists would do at this spectacle.
I would say, as much as Cyrus hates being a tourist, he totally is struck by it and pulls out his little like moleskin notebook and writes, like scribbles furiously real quick, and then folds it up and throws it back in his jacket.
Rusam is going to put a hand on Ozerman's shoulder. Now, remember what we learned about the cost of things and the value of money.
Yes. I if I see any prawns here, I will not give like what is the equivalent of $500 for a few.
Yeah, that
a few
actually
pieces of food.
that bears mentioning. We are going to retroactively do this just because otherwise it's gonna break everything. Because the economy section.
Didn't care to read.
Well, I can't read the whole fucking thing and memorize it.
You want more money?
And-
You just print it, baby.
The economy section
economy soft.
of games has never been my fucking bag, baby. Yeah, and so we're just gonna take off a no because around 20 gold should actually be reasonable. Mm-hmm. And we'll just say y'all essentially just got a bunch of silver for all of your deeds, and it is added up to 20 gold, and you can all just kind of start there. And the reason why we're doing that, because if it was just like house spun stuff, I think we can make it work with that amount of gold. Mm-hmm. But as JP pointed out earlier, item crafting and things like that would be affected, and so
Yeah, they're actual mechanical things that occur.
So we're gonna drop it down. Everyone has agreed to this. This isn't me wielding my DM fist.
We
Not yet.
chatted about it earlier.
We talked
There you
about
go.
this.
Before we do this, I would like to go spend 180 gold.
Yeah.
You buy a piece of beef jerky.
Yep.
Trying to
You've been fooled.
launder your ill-begotten gold.
Yep.
The GMs will always find you.
Yeah. All right, and so yeah, you're in this marketplace with your 20 gold.
Bar?
Yes, if I mean that's fine with me, unless anyone else has another idea. Can I do like a perception check to see kind of a breakdown of the buildings? Like, is there churches, libraries, bars? Like, what the kind
Yeah.
of layout is?
Absolutely.
Nat 20.
All right, so you see you can see a few bars for sure off this main area, and you can see. More importantly, there are signs for bars that are essentially sticking out into the marketplace, but essentially point you down some of the corridors that start to go into
Come
the
down this alley to get
Exactly.
the elves.
I gotcha.
because as you kind of would expect, a lot of the actual area is made up of alleys because it is the different hallways that the ship had. So you can see that.
Dope.
You don't see as many churches around you on this level, but because of your keen eye, you can see as you look on the second level, you can start to see a little bit more in the way of religious institutions.
You said on the second level?
On the second level,
Okay.
and you can see a lot of them actually.
Oh, so it's,
Well, a lot of them in the sense, not necessarily of number of churches, but in the sense of the variety. Like you can see,
Gotcha.
you're able to find Desna, you're able to find Phrasma, your lovely goddess. Got to throw the lovely in there.
That's right.
As well as various someone called Bahamut who you've never heard of, but he seems lame. But yeah, you're able to spot quite a few things.
Okay. Yeah, Ozerman's still cool for finding a bar if everyone else is. That's group consensus.
I am parched.
Ozerman, what did your eagle eyes see?
Oh, yes. Well, you must have seen me keenly looking around. There's quite a few bars here that lead signage that leads down alleyways, and it appears to be a good number of churches on the second level. I don't believe we'll need those just yet, but...
So would hearing that, would Cyrus, drawing this conclusion, be correct that the ship is almost set up like in tiers? Like
Yes.
each deck is like themed. Like bottom is market and bars and stuff. Then you got the religious district, and probably like administration is up.
Not quite that exclusive, I guess, because when you look at the second district, as you're kind of looking at it with Ozermon, like he saw churches and things, but most of what the second level seems to be is just housing,
Okay.
like just actual
Cool.
places where people
Residential
live.
area.
Yeah, but the churches seem to be interspersed within that.
But like the commerce seems to be sort of like kept to the bottom floor.
Yeah, and it that would seem to make sense because you're already, if you're hauling cargo, you're already
Yeah.
bringing it up the elevators. You don't really want to take it to the top of the ship.
Logical. Okay. Well, yeah. Cyrus is just kind of along for the ride at this point. He'll go to whatever bar the other gentlemen feel is appropriate.
Yeah, we have our pick of the litter. So
Okay.
we go to bar number 3.
Okay, so the one
Bar
that...
the third.
Roll a d4.
Ooh.
No.
No.
It's going to be the same no matter
Everyone
what
knows you
roll.
don't roll a d4, you slide a d4.
So the one that catches your eye, you can see, is a bar that has a simple sign out in front that says Madeira's Bar. And as you...
That's not as exciting as I wanted it to be.
There's a
cannon
topless
Get him,
lady
Sam.
flipping a sign.
Right? You know?
Cool.
And she's spinning an arrow that says Madeira's Bar on it.
Cool.
And so you can see it's kind of set back just a little bit off of the main market area in a 2-story, essentially house that you can see. There's a old West style double door leading into it.
Cool.
And as you walk in, you get that satisfying.
Ooh.
Before I go
Does
in,
everybody turn and stare?
I go find cowboy boots and spurs.
Yeah.
Those cost you 180 gold.
Oh, yeah,
Piano
sweet.
stops.
There you go.
That worked.
Ding, ding,
Perfect.
ding, ding, ding.
But yeah. Ozermon will go inside.
Okay.
Time to get wasted.
So as you walk in, another goblin greets you. You can see this place is kind of laid out in the way you would expect. There are a couple booths along the walls and then some circular tables throughout the middle. You can see an actual bar in the back that has another goblin working behind it, as well as just some different waiters and waitresses. I was about to say there's a couple humans, one dwarf.
Standard setup.
And you can see there's some a variety of people eating and drinking in here. Traders, you can see some people that are obviously kind of seafaring folk.
Okay.
And the goblin walks up to you and says, "Oh yes, welcome to Madeira's Bar. May I take you to a seat?"
Yes, my good man. 5 of us. A booth, if you please.
"Oh, wonderful. We can make that work. Is it okay if we put a chair at the end of a booth to fit 5?
Fine, but and he
They're
turns
not-
to the rest of the
The
party and
doors
puts a
go
finger on his nose.
And Ozermon's walked
Yeah.
out.
Not it.
They're not terribly spacious, but at the same time, it will be more comfortable, I believe, for all of you."
We will make do. And
Wonderful.
I must say, what
Yes, sir.
do all the goblins on this island hail from the same tribe?
No, we come from many places across the Southern Crown.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
be racist, Cyrus.
I was just going to say they're all very well spoken for goblins. Is that racist?
That's kind of racist.
Is that? Oh, dear.
It's okay.
Well,
We're used to it. We have
My uncle was a goblin.
in the past we have gotten visitors from the mainlands, the non-seafaring folk, and to their mind, goblins are to be looked down upon and very crude. But we pride ourselves in the Southern Crown of conducting ourselves at a higher class.
well, I apologize for my ignorance, sir.
I'm used to it. There are many ignorants who come in here.
Ouch.
Cyrus has
Okay.
made a mortal foe.
Yeah.
So his gray skin turns a little red.
And he shows you to a table and says, "Are we drinking today?"
Absolutely.
Yes, that seems to be the plan.
Wonderful. I will send our barkeep over, and he will take your order shortly. Thank you so much.
This is a Wonderful
kind of a fancy
setup
place,
you have.
yeah.
Yeah. Did we walk into like a Roost Chris or
No, sir.
like unknowingly?
These drinks cost 20 gold a person. Shit.
Side of mashed potatoes is $20.
We believe that by taking care of our customers, we can not only create an atmosphere that is good for us from a business perspective, but is also a nice place to drink in.
Okay. Sorry, that was. Oh, okay.
Andrew's just very impressed by
Yeah,
this.
I like this place.
It
Yeah.
probably keeps the fighting to a minimum as well.
Yes, yes.
In any case, please enjoy your stay. If you need anything, my name is Charles. Just come find me.
Will do.
Yes, thank you, Charles. Yes.
Rusam will
Thanks,
actually
Charles.
take the inn seat and kind of like fold himself up monk style in the little inn chair.
Literally like I am right now.
Yeah. Instead of sitting in the booth.
Cross leg is the only way to sit. But yeah, as you're kind of sitting there, I guess I'll give you a chance if you want to. If you have anything pressing to discuss with the other, you can. Otherwise, the bartender will come over.
Drinky time.
Yeah.
Her belch in that.
There was. Yeah, sorry.
It's good.
That was
you,
not Andrew. That
Sirenscape.
was Sirenscape with the atmosphere.
This place is too nice for that. How dare you?
Shut up.
Welcome,
was
everybody. Don't worry about it. My name is Jeffrey. It's lovely to meet you. Can I am the bartender here, obtain some drinks for you fine folk?
Yes, Jeffrey. Give me your best craft double IPA.
Absolutely, we can do that, sir.
Fucking millennials.
I'll have a gin Ricky.
Oh, all right. Around here, we call that a genuine Richard.
I believe I've heard that somewhere before. Yes, that sounds wonderful. Thank you.
What about you, my bold friend?
Do you have any Perrier mineral water? No.
I don't believe I'm familiar with that.
Because you're uncultured swine.
No, Rusam will look at him. So you have anything low alcohol? I am, how you say,
On the wagon.
no. But,
Do you carry buckler?
cheeks become very red very quickly.
Are you a mean drunk?
I see.
Rusam.
Teetotaler.
Anemic?
A lightweight.
Kresh is going to reach over and just smack Rusam really hard on the back. And just like, just get him the same double IPA. It'll be fine.
It's light beer.
Absolutely. We have a lovely fruit-based ale, which is a very low alcohol
That sounds
content.
lovely. Yes.
Wonderful. Lovely. And yes, my friend to all goblins.
A glass of your most affordable port, if you would.
Powerful order.
I think you would know to call it house port. The cheaper shit you got.
Ring out the bar mat into a glass.
Oh, okay, fine, whatever. Whatever.
You know what I say. Any port in a storm. I'll get that right up for you.
Haha, very good.
Okay. No need to be condescending, my friend.
This is how I express my humor.
It really is how he is. Yes, he's being genuine.
Fair enough. And for the lady,
Speak up, Crush.
I think
Got him!
double shot of strong whiskey.
Oh God, I knew it.
Thank you so much.
Where's your right good?
And a beer chaser.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Let me get a pickleback.
Oh, fuck. You literally. And if I could also get a shot glass full of pickle juice, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Amira, that is quite the drink order.
Vera, you are now officially my new favorite person.
Yes, I thought I was.
Rusam is shitty. You're great.
I thought I was drinking with seasoned adventurers and hardened salesmen.
That's why I got a gin Ricky.
Best friend, not Rusam. New best friend, Amira.
Thank you. Friendship with Rusam ended.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Just by the way, listener, salesmen, it makes sense they're sales on a ship.
There we
Don't
go.
have-
Okay.
I will get that for you right away. Thank you so much.
That's a wild ass drink order between 5 people right there.
That's true. Well, we got port, a Bud
we all
Light,
have our own thing going on.
a Dippa, Genuine Richard,
Rusam got a wine cooler, I think.
and Pickleback.
It's a fruit based ale.
It's a fruit based ale. Excuse me.
A lambic.
Yeah, it's lambic.
Yeah, it's a lambic.
Yeah, get a lambic. Okay.
And so he
Let's say it one more time. It was a lambic.
it was a lambic. He brings
lambic.
you back the order in under 5 minutes. Truly impressive.
Wow.
And
Cyrus
lays out.
puts a silver piece on the table. Keep it up. This is yours.
We're going to dust through that 20 gold in no time.
It's going to be even better when all the goblins just murder Cyrus.
I'm kidding. He didn't.
Don't
do that.
worry, my friend.
I didn't take my hand off the piece.
I
He
will
didn't do
collect
that.
payment at the time of your departure. Thank you so much.
Very well. I'm used to a place of much lower class.
Is
Yes,
tipping customary,
obviously.
or are you paid a living wage?
No, we are paid a living wage. Thank you so much.
Well, then this is a nice little bonus, isn't it? This isn't awkward. Another round, just preemptively and on me.
Before we've tried our first drinks, go ahead and just bring more.
Very well,
These
sir.
look so good.
I hope you have a lovely drink.
Don't drink that, Cyrus. Don't drink your drink. It's for sure poison.
I believe the rest of us can have ours. I don't really think you should drink yours.
Someone looks to have spit in yours.
And he gives a curt bow and walks back behind the bar.
All right, boys. So this is just like us going out in real life. We got our
I was about to
drinks.
say, you got 4 complete strangers that are acting like they've known each other for 10 years.
I was saying
We
that's part of the
set up in
problem.
a corner.
Even 5, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go. All right, gentlemen. So
Too real.
do we just like get hammered now or what do we do?
So he'll take a sip of his drink and he'll kind of look at the rest of the table. So we should be very concerned about getting into any kind of trouble with the law, because per the Darkmaster, if we acquire these brands, I believe we will have a much more difficult time finding what we are after.
Well, yes, it sounds like the brand means banishment, and I wasn't planning on stirring up shit.
Well, the issue is if I'm confident that we wouldn't, we're kind of a don't start nothing, won't be nothing crowd.
Oh, yes, if they decide to fuck
But
about,
if-
we'll burn it to the ground.
Nobody plans on starting shit, but if they have a zero tolerance policy, or
Well, they didn't say they had a zero tolerance
if,
policy.
if shit comes to us and we are branded into Fallout,
Yes, and that woman said she would. I don't know if you were within earshot, but she would personally cut my hands off if something happened. So,
Do you need hands to do your magic?
what kind of stupid question is that?
I mean,
That
I
was
don't know.
truly ignorant. I can't believe I thought I
As
was
a
the
magic
dumbest
user,
one.
I'm actually a little bit offended.
Hey, how about you use
Good.
that great axe with your feet?
Yeah,
I
that's
probably
exactly,
Sound good?
I think I can figure that
That's
out.
exactly
I'm sorry.
what that's
I'm
like.
sorry for snapping at you. I'm just.
I'm not. I think you were actually in the right, Ozermon. Kresh, what a stupid question.
You know what, Lemira? Don't you talk to him that way.
Next
You know what,
round's on.
Ozermon? Don't you talk to me that way.
Everyone's had one sip.
One sip of the drink.
You know what? Fuck you, actually.
We don't want to get into trouble here. You know what?
I bet on a ship, you motherfuckers.
I'm about to start some shit.
if I was the lampshades, I need to dance.
He's had one sip of like 2.5% alcohol.
It's gonna be like a Road Rules reunion show up in here.
Yep.
Jeez, what a...
So what's
That
the,
is quite the reference.
Sorry, I'm of a certain age where that makes sense.
No, it makes sense, but hell, I
You
haven't
had the
heard that in a
cable
long
growing
time.
up. I did
Yep.
not.
It'll be like feeding a bunch of liquor to them Kardashians.
Nah.
Thanks, Cyrus.
Thank you, Cyrus Gate, for saving me on that
So
one.
what's the entertainment like in this tavern?
Is there a player piano or not?
Is there a stage?
You can see there's a...
Are you going to read some poetry?
He might.
Off to the side, there is a mimic piano that is currently just chomping, and as a result...
Eating the last pianist.
No, the mimic is playing the keys with its mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
Very cool.
I like it.
Magic missile.
Horrifying.
That's level 2. Yeah, terrifying.
But yes,
I'm not kidding either. There's a mimic piano.
There's a mimic
playing
piano
itself.
playing.
Oh, that's
Okay,
canon.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
cool.
right.
What's it? What song's it playing?
Riders on the Storm.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Is the chain
Dope,
pointed
dope, dope.
towards us or away from us?
It's in a U shape. So if you're you, go on through.
Boom.
Thank
Dark
you.
Souls.
Dark Souls references. I think Craig's going to turn to everybody. Well, I think the intent of coming to a bar was to talk to people that aren't us.
Oh, I do hate strangers, so...
But
I also don't like talking to random people.
I don't know anything about any of you. I would like to hear your backstories.
I don't want to talk to you.
I'm not in a talky mood. I just am here to drink. I want to make sure this podcast is very boring.
Let's all drink in silence.
I feel like I could talk.
Let's play the outro music end of
Or
episode.
not talk. Yeah, that's how it ends. Just very unceremoniously.
Fuck, that would have actually been really funny. We're not there.
And then we would have seen our listenership drop off very sharply. in the
Except for in
analytics.
Canada. They love us.
Yeah, some
Shout out
fucking
Kingston.
reason.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you, Ontario.
It's okay. I believe Ozerman and I could handle the talking if you want to stay here, Cyrus and Rusam.
Yes, to be quite
Amira.
honest, I'm very relieved just to have my feet back on dry land again. So I'm got a little more pep in my step.
Does this really count as dry land? I mean, we are really high up in the air.
It's
on a ship.
all right. Well,
That
you know
could
what?
fall
I was
at any
feeling
given
pretty
point.
good until you kind of
Got his legs out there.
Your pedantry cut me down a little bit, but okay. Yes, I still feel good. So I agree. Maybe we could speak with someone.
You could say his pedantry is sharper than the great axe on his back.
Ooh, yes.
You
Hey,
could
at least
say
I
that,
killed some of
but
those fucking eels.
Yeah, you actually killed the shit out of that stuff, so I can't really say much. Anyway, once I have another ale or two in me, or, port, whatever the fuck I said I was drinking,
Port.
that's the one. I think then I could work the room.
That
so
was a
to
mirror
speak.
in character.
Part.
She's had a double shot of whiskey and a shot of pickle juice, so she's feeling a little bit saucy right now.
I'm surprised Amira wasn't like immediately volunteering. Like, yeah, I'll talk to everybody. I don't give a shit.
Some people aren't that kind of drunk, Crash.
That's
Some
fine.
people can handle themselves when they have a little bit of alcohol.
Some
Ross.
people like to hang out with other people.
So
Let me put on a song and everyone listen to it. It's Music Appreciation Hour.
Hey, Conrad started that.
Shout out Conrad, dropping
right.
lines,
Dropping
listening
us
to
a
music.
line.
I think we're
Make
gonna
sure
have
you
to-
don't crawl in the wet sand.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't do that.
Oh no.
We're going to have to name this episode after him.
I don't think. Nah.
Nah.
So, what are you actually doing?
I believe Kresh is going to stand up from the table and look for the most interesting person. Like, I'm just going to find somebody in the room and go hang out with them.
Fucking
because-
Bradley Cooper from Limitless.
Yeah. Like,
Not just any Bradley Cooper from Limitless.
from Limitless specifically.
He
No, I
stands
mean,
up in his
we
tiger
came
eyes,
to a
zooming
bar
on the most
Yep.
to
interesting
talk
things.
to Viggo Mortensen.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to find Viggo Mortensen.
Roll perception.
Okay. Well, you don't need to roll perception because you can just see the people in the bar. It's mostly like you can see different traders, very much wearing kind of common clothes, laborers from the docks, a couple merchants. You can see Charles standing up at the what do they call that? When you
Bar?
come to
The
restaurant?
bar.
No, you idiot.
The
That's
Maitre D station.
You said he was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Charles is
the
the
one that's
host.
welcome-
Yeah,
you
Jeffrey's the
fucking idiot.
Over by the coat check.
so mean.
Well, no, you're the one who came out the bar.
Oh okay.
Dude, I was like, who the fuck is Charles?
The Gablo.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah, Ozerman's he's gonna kind of get up with Crash. I think they're like-minded in that regard.
Yeah.
So
We need to talk to somebody.
I was about to say you don't see anyone in a corner with a shaded hood smoking a pipe.
Damn.
and it's like
Yeah.
Dead giveaway.
Did you say that? Is there a dwarf in here?
Like a quest hook.
Yeah, you can see there's one dwarf who is one of the waiters who's going around delivering drinks.
Oh, that's not what I was hoping for. It's a lot more difficult to talk to a waiter.
Sorry, there's none of the patrons are dwarves right now.
Actually, it might not be a bad idea to talk to Jeffrey. Mm-hmm. I mean, just because he is a bartender. Homeboy probably hears a lot of the lay of the land shit.
yeah, yeah, that's a good idea.
To the bar.
All right, so yeah, you walk up and hello, fellas. Is everything to your liking?
Everything's very good, thank you.
Yes, it's a wonderful drink.
Oh, wonderful.
Do apologize for our gray friends'
I'm
ridiculous racism.
I'm used to it at this point.
Fuck you.
We don't take kindly to that around here. Please put your finger down.
For the listeners, I'm flicking off Ross as hard as I can right now.
I'm doing it harder.
But no, I'm glad you're enjoying your time. We pride ourselves on maintaining a certain level of decorum here.
Oh, but you're definitely getting the message across. I did want to ask you though, if we're new here, trying to, do the adventuring thing, live life, be ridiculous and silly.
Are you coming on to him?
Yes.
What's your sign?
Hey,
Yeah.
let's get
Are
silly.
you a Scorpio?
Yeah.
Adventurous?
We're
You ever been on Backpage?
we need to find out if there's been any mysterious goings on magically on Waylay. I know it's kind of direct and odd, but you're the bartender. You hear everybody's stupid stories all day, so
That's fair enough. Magic on
We
Waylay.
we on our way over here, we came across some very anomalous type things, and if something like that was going on around here, that would be
yes.
good information.
I mean, from what I can tell, the most recent magical mishap that happened was in the last Waylay Melee, but
Now that
I
sounds
like the
dope.
sound of that.
Yes, elaborate.
There's nothing about that sentence I don't love.
have you not heard of the Waylay Melee?
No.
No, I would definitely remember that name.
Oh man, well, you've not arrived at the best time if you want to check it out, but it'll be happening at the end of this month. It just happened about a week ago, and essentially, long story short, it is a friendly competition between some of the different schools of fighting in the city. We've got the melee at this point has taken on kind of a.
Oh, it's that vignette we heard.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. You've drank a lot of port.
Go back to the table, Cyrus. Nobody wants to hear from you.
Anyway, at the same time, it is one of the main attractions of Waylay for most people, as it has brought a variety of different styles of fighting and magic, and that's why when you mention magic, there are many schools that teach magic in the area, as well as
Yes.
fighting skills, ranger craft. No druids, mind you, but
Oh, thank God.
Nunchuck skills.
yeah, nunchuck skills. Thank you, Rusam, over at the table. And I have very good hearing. It's a big goblin ears. Anyway, at the same time, so what happens is the best of the best compete throughout the month, and at the end of the month they compete in the Waylay Melee, which is the main event.
Royal Rumble.
Exactly. Okay. It is. It takes place out inside the West Mountain. There's a arena over there. It's beautiful. If you're still around in 3 weeks, it would be well worth the trip. But in regards to magical mishaps, this is fortuitous your arrival if that's what you're interested in, because the most recent melee, we actually had an unfortunate death that occurred during it, which seemed to be as a result of magic, not at the not the intention of the person using it, but it just, some things get out of hand, and unfortunately, it's just something that is usually much more controlled. But at the same time, when you're dealing with a fighting sport, it's an unfortunate
These
consequence.
things can happen. Yes,
Bad shit does happen.
It has shaken the town for a little bit. Actually, the owner of this bar, if you will notice, my name's Jeffrey.
Yes.
That over there is Charles. Madeira, the owner of the bar, was actually it was her son that died in the melee, and so we've taken over for now in order to give her time to grieve.
Now this Waylay Melee, yes, that's what it's called.
Yes.
Is this a how should I say this? A governmentally sanctioned event, or is this a private?
No, it's sanctioned. It's run completely above board. Captain Letourneau,
Yes.
our governor, essentially, is very, very deep in with everything that's going on. He runs a tight ship.
Yes. Yes. Ha. Ha. Rusan's weird force laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Who's?
You confused
Sorry.
your-
God damn it, Ozermon's.
Lol.
I had mixed up a character yet. Damn it.
No, you did that. You did that like
You've
3
done
times.
this a couple times.
Yeah,
You
This
always-
episode?
not this episode. In previous episodes.
No, that was you guys.
No, I did it once, and you've done it like
You
twice.
always think you are Weber.
Who's Weber?
It's the
Anyway,
Bolden.
Yeah. I like his name better than mine.
while we're, but no,
Co-opting it.
Captain Letourneau does a great job at keeping everything running smoothly. Partially just because if I'm sure when you entered into Waylay, you had to go through the check.
The head check, yes.
of course.
It's because if you are found to be essentially breaking the laws, you are banished and not allowed to come back. And that's one of the things we try to get, because people see the merchants district and the melee and they assume, oh, it's a rogues gallery, isn't it? And it's really not. And we're trying to keep up a civil lifestyle, but while at the same time taking advantages of the sea and its resources
Of
and
course,
different
yes.
versions of trade.
This, you said it was Captain Letourneau?
Yeah.
Where exactly would he be stationed?
Oh, he's up on the top deck. You can find him. There's a captain's cabin in the same place you would expect
yes.
to find it on a ship. You know,
Quite appropriate.
Yeah, we're in a ship after all. I was about to say you can. He usually is willing to talk to people. He's a real affable guy. But
Yes, we've actually just recently come from Pradzia. I don't know if.
Oh, right. Yeah.
if any familiarity with?
Oh
that
yeah,
area.
we get traders from Pradzia all the time.
Yes.
Especially when we get shipments of wood for some of our shipbuilders. I can't say they're the same level as what I've seen come out of Pradzia, but they do a fine job.
Yes, they are beautiful ships there, but
I'd call them lovely, personally.
you know what? That's
Very lovely.
yes. Lovely is a much better descriptor. I absolutely agree.
I knew it.
It's very
Oh,
off-putting.
one more lambic for the gentleman, I see. But in the meantime, talk if you're interested in magic. There are a couple places you could go find some people out in the market district who run either stalls or shops that deal with magic. Obviously, checking in with Captain Letourneau would be
Yes.
a good idea, as well as if you're interested in what happened with the melee. I was unfortunately working, but the word spread pretty quick.
I believe we have a captain to talk to then.
Yes, that would it would seem that way.
Thank you, Jeffrey. You've been incredibly helpful.
Oh, it's no problem, mate.
And I slide him an old slimy prawn that I've had in my pocket for 2 weeks now as a tip.
If I remember correctly, I believe you threw those
I
away
did.
in the governor's mansion.
Shit, episode 3.
All but that one. He keysted that one.
Yes,
Just stick with the theme.
yes.
Pulls out the brand. Just
there
here we
it
go.
No keystone shrimp.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey, and you have a lovely establishment here.
Thank you. I'll pass your compliment on to Madeira. I hope she feels better soon.
Yes, and where does Madeira at currently?
She's probably down. They were doing a burial earlier today for her son down near the docks, near the bottom of the cliffs. She'll likely be back here later.
And his name, the deceased.
His name was in my notes. Let me say is Callum.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Callum.
Callum. Oh, Callum. Okay, yeah.
Column.
Well, yes. Yeah. Once again, thank you, Jeffrey, and yes, we'll get out of your hair now. It looks like you have quite a bit of people here wanting drinks. So,
Oh, I'm always happy to talk to.
Excuse me, could I get a port?
More boards.
I think you've had enough, my friend. I believe your friends are bringing back the bill for you right now.
Crash is going to grab Cyrus by the arm and just be like,
I think we're good on port. We have a captain to meet now, Cyrus. He's a big important man. We gotta go meet him.
Hard port.